Here we have the Aquastrong PSP 150 ADX dual speed 1.5 horsepower swimming pool pump. I've just unboxed it. Let's talk about what comes in the box when you buy one of these pumps. And before we do that, let's just talk really quickly about why I picked this pump to work with specifically. This pump is ideal for above ground swimming pools, in-ground swimming pools that are small, and in-ground swimming pools that are medium in size. If you have a really large or really robust swimming pool, you need a larger, more robust swimming pool pump. Aquastrong makes some. There's all kinds of options on the market for you. But in the small to medium size pool, and especially in the above ground swimming pool market, there are hardly any options available for swimming pool pumps. I think this pump represents one of the lowest priced options that you simply can get for above ground swimming pools and small to medium in-ground swimming pools. Notably, this is not a variable speed pump. Also notably, it's not a single speed pump. Single speed pumps are what the Department of Energy did away with when they mandated that you have to have a much more efficient filtration pump, and that's why everyone has variable speed pumps now. But they're really expensive. A variable speed pump could cost you $2,000 to $3,000 for some of the models out there. If you have a $1,000 swimming pool, a $2,000 to $3,000 swimming pool pump makes no sense. Enter this product here. That dual speed function that this pump has is critical. The low speed is where you get your most economical filtration. Most of the people that install this pump probably should operate it almost all of the time on the low speed setting. For most entry-level swimming pools, it's exactly what you want because it's going to filter enough water to satisfy your filtration needs for the pool, and it's going to cost you the least amount of money to do it. Talking about this pump in particular, it's rated at 4,795 gallons per hour, which is approximately 80 gallons per minute of flow. The amount of flow that you will get on your pool will depend on the amount of resistance to flow that your swimming pool has. We measure this in feet of head. 10 feet of head is the number that this pump uses to give you that 4,795 gallons per hour number. Most pools, the average swimming pool, just to give you a number to work with, the average pool is going to be between 20 and 40 feet of head resistance. That will cover most of those entry-level above ground and in-ground swimming pools. So that will give you an idea what this pump would do on your pool. And for 30 feet of head resistance, this pump will deliver approximately 62 gallons per minute. So now you have a number to work with to be able to figure out, well, if I run my pump and I get 62 gallons per minute, is this going to give me the flow or the filtration that I need for my turnover rate? And for most of the small to medium sized pools, the answer will be yes with this pump. It has the ability to run the higher speed, which you should periodically do, but most of your 24-hour day filtration cycle should be spent at the low speed operation. Okay, let's talk about what the pump came with because I was really impressed with it. So first of all, the first question everybody has, does it come with unions? Because if it doesn't come with unions, then you're going to have to figure something out with a threaded connection or buy your own high temperature union, something like that. This one comes with a set of unions, which is fantastic. But not only that, they give you the option. That was the 1.5 inch pipe connection that I just had on there, and I'm just putting on a 2-inch pipe connection now. So you have the option natively with what they give you out of the box to use either 1.5 inch or 2-inch and solvent weld that directly into the pool pump. That's fantastic. For the lid of this particular pump, they give you this lid removal tool with 2 prongs that you put through the little openings there and use this to give you leverage. And the reason why you do that is when under vacuum, yes, you could just do this, but some pool pumps are hard to open, and especially when they get older and they're all covered in grime and things like that. Some people need that extra leverage advantage, and that's exactly what this tool is used for. Inside the pump, I find that it has a decently sized strainer basket. You want a large strainer basket. You don't want a small strainer basket because then you're constantly having to get out of there and clean the leaves and debris out. I find that that's a good size there for small and medium sized pools. Definitely no complaints. A couple of other odds and ends are included, such as this. They have it labeled as a grounding wire. And then we have just some instructional information about how to connect plumbing to a swimming pool pump. This card in particular gives you the ability to register for 1 additional year of warranty protection. 24 months of warranty is what it says on the box with this product. This card indicates that you could get a total of 3 years of warranty instead of 2 if you register your product. And then, of course, the installation manual. Always read the installation manual for any pool products that you buy. I say this in every one of my videos, and this one is no exception. So I'm going to read this installation manual, and then we'll continue with this video, and we can look at doing an installation. Here is the old single speed above ground pump that we're going to be replacing here with this new dual speed Aquastrong pump. At just over 3.5 amps of current draw on the low speed operation, this is fantastic for the long hours of low speed. That's where you're going to get your maximum cost effective filtration. This pool I've set up to run at 0 hours at high speed and 5 hours at low speed, and that's going to be perfect for this small pool. This is the start and stop button here. And if I want to adjust hours of high speed operation, I increase or decrease this. Same with the hours of low speed operation, and you'll notice the hours stopped will automatically adjust to fill a 24-hour day. Now, there's two different options here. One option is to run at high speed, then low speed, and then off. The other option is low speed, then high speed, then off. It really just depends on how you want to set yours up to run. I'm going to set this one 0 hours at high speed, 5 hours at low speed, and then hit start, and we're running. This digital controller does have a memory. There's a battery in here, so if you lose power, it will retain these settings. And that's it. We've installed the 1.5 horsepower Aquastrong above ground and in ground dual speed swimming pool pump. If you found this information helpful, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.